This is TEDxAmerican Intercon School. Ideas worth spreading.
Ever feel like Gen Alpha is speaking this whole new language? You're not wrong. Their slang is evolving at lightning speed, fueled by TikTok, gamings, and online communities. If you're scratching your head trying to figure out what the Lulu and 8 mean, that means you've come to the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, the question I want to ask you today is, what is Gen Alpha? And what problems are we facing on a daily basis? Gen Alpha refers to the generation born from about 2010 to 2025. These are today kids and preteens, and they'll be the next wave of teens, young adults, and leaders of tomorrow. Gen Alpha kids like me, kids that are sitting here in this room, we are growing up in a world that is fast, exciting, but also challenging. Well, many people say children don't face real problems, but let me tell you, we do. Every single Gen Alpha child carries something on their shoulders. Today, I want to talk about three major challenges we face. 1. Digital technology. 2. Study stress. 3. Bullying. And I will share a few stories, realistic examples that happen to children just like us. 1. Digital technology, our best friend and also our biggest problem. We live in a world where digital technology is everywhere, from smartphones to tablets to AI tools. Technology has become part of our daily life. For example, ChatGPT, an AI tool that can help students with ideas, explanations, or homework support. And yes, it helps. But here's the problem. Some parents think that their child is suddenly super smart, but what they don't know is that sometimes it's not the child doing the homework, it's AI. Not because the child is lazy, but because they want to meet their parent expectations. They don't want to disappoint anyone. 2. Study stress, the silent pressure. And the second challenge is study stress. Many people say children have an easy life, but let me show you what a real Gen Alpha days look like. Homework for every subject, monthly exams, projects, presentations, extra classes, and sometimes strict expectations at home. And on top of that, parents want us to get high scores all the time. Let me ask you this. How can we study well if we cannot breathe? How can we learn if we are scared of failing? That is the problem. Study stress is not always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. It's the child who erases their homework 5 times just because it doesn't look good. Studies during lunch instead of playing. Pretends they understand everything in class because they don't want to look weak. We don't just want to pass. We feel like we can't afford to fail. But the truth is, children need space to grow, space to rest, and space to make mistakes, because mistakes are not the opposite of learning. 3. Bullying, the pain we don't deserve. And the third problem is something many Gen Alpha child knows too well. Bullying. Some children get bullied for being too quiet, some for being too smart, some for not being smart enough, some for their size, their hair, their skin, their clothes, their lunch, anything. Let me give you a realistic example. A boy in my class who gets called fat almost every single day. Not loudly, just small comments whispered behind him. Ooh, look at his stomach. Ooh, he eats too much. He can't run fast. One time during PE class, he tried his best while running in a soccer play. Instead of cheering, some kids laughed when he ran slow. After that, he stopped wanting to participate in sports. Well, not because he didn't like sports, but because he felt embarrassed about his body. No child deserves that. So today, I stand in front of everyone. I want to say something directly to the bullies. If you have ever bullied someone, please apologize. Not because you are forced to, not because teachers say so, but because every human deserves kindness, including the person you hurt. So, who am I to say all of this? My name is Sarina. I am a Kid 10 student. I am a member of Generation Alpha, and I am standing here because we have a voice, even if sometimes adults forget to hear it. But we are not just kids on tablets. We are not students who complain too much. We are not students who know nothing. We are a generation growing up in a world that is faster, smarter, and tougher than ever before, and we are trying our best. Gen Alpha is facing challenges that no generation before us has ever faced. where technology helps us, but sometimes pressure us, study loads that sometimes feel too heavy. Bullying still hurts many children every single day. But with understanding, support, and kindness, these problems can be solved. So I leave you with one final message. Please listen to us. Please understand us and please help us grow. Not with pressure, but with love. To end my speech, I am Sarina, a 10-year-old girl born in Gen Alpha and in true slang language used by us, the leaders of tomorrow. I just slayed it. Thank you.
This is TEDxAmerican Intercon School. Ideas worth spreading.